Hello, and now that we fixed everything, we can make our way back to Let's Play Castlevania Symphony of the Night. What I should have done before, we need to go down here for a moment. Now, if y'all remember in the last part, we were having a good time, and I think I was actually making some headway with some things, but things unfortunately did not work out in our favor. So we're going to come here, we're going to get the Mirror Curus and the Jewel Knuckles. Perfect thing to get. And let's see, is it better? Not even close. Oh my god, we did all of that to get a really weak piece of armor. I appreciate the effort, but no. So now that we've come here, we have other places we can go. So let's make our way back to the underground cavern area, wherever we went face off against the Skylar. I think that's how you pronounce it. But no, I remember the last thing I was having a conversation with y'all about. And there we go. Turn to stone. Turn to stone. They're called stone rose for a second, but it looks like you're gonna eat me. We were discussing about the effects of banned books and other books that I've read and all, and oh my god, I still remember that one book. It was so awkward to just read it, and we had to write a report on the book, but we had topics that we could follow as long as we follow the rubric for it. It's like, oh, pick a topic from the book, pick an idea, and we had a specific list, and I picked the one that I felt was the easiest, and I have never lied so hard in my life as I was when I was writing that book report. And when I tell you, I somehow pulled out an A, a very high A, on that book, on that report. I was shocked. I was very shocked. Because I knew I was lying. And I knew, and the teacher I had, I knew he could tell that I was probably lying. But he couldn't deny that I put the work in. So somehow I still ended up with an A on that one. Again, I have no idea how. And contrary to another time when I actually did the work and I ended up almost failing the course, but I think that was the time the teacher just did not like me. I remember that one. That was the year after. I ended up having a different teacher, and I never struggled with my writing assignments when I was in school. Like, that was one thing I can say without a doubt. I never struggled on. I never struggled with my writings, but I remember writing my term papers for this person, and she just did not like it. But then again, she also had a thing of the only people that were like really guaranteed to do well in the class were people that were on like homecoming court or cheer dance or something. And I obviously was none of those things. I mean, I'm playing video games on the internet at almost 30 years old. Obviously, I didn't fit into that category. Alright, so now we can come here. I'm going to take that 400. We have to fly over here. Now that we have the bat form. So let's make our way down here. And I remember we read one book. We read Wuthering Heights, and I'll be honest, I absolutely loved the book. And I was one of the very few people that actually really liked the book. Ooh, a Claymore. You see, that's my ADHD coming in. I'm talking, and then I see something else. And let's see. Okay, it's a two-handed weapon. I'm going to stick away from that for now. I don't like using two-handed weapons, just because I know I'm going to end up needing that second hand for something else, probably health. But no, I remember actually reading the book, and I really liked it. I absolutely loved the book. And I read it before. And like with most books, I was like the first one done, but turns out I was the only person done. And okay, what are all these? I'm dropping meal tickets. I don't remember what these do. I think they just give you food, so we're gonna stock up. And ooh, what's that? Moonstone. Hey, that just raises everything. I like that. Alright, so we're going to come here. We're going to save right quick. And we're going to continue our book conversation after this next part because we're about to have a very important moment with our dearly departed Alucard. So now we have this thing. You still want to go up to it. See, I thought this was the save room at first. I ended up using it, but it turns out it brings you into a little nightmare area. So let's go over here.
Mother!
That voice! Alucard, it's you!
I'm coming, Mother! I'll save you!
No, Alucard! Don't come here!
But, Mother!
It's all right. If my death can save others, I gladly surrender my life.
Mother, no! Please, no!
Yes, Alucard. Watch me die, and remember always my last words to you.
Yes, Mother.
You must despise humans. They are to be your prey.
What?
Better for them to die than to let them compound their sins. Begin by slaying that one over there.
No, it wasn't like this.
What's wrong? Alucard.
My mother never said such a thing.
What do you mean? Kill them and bring them happiness.
No, you're not my mother. What kind of demon are you?
This
You
kind of
broke
demon.
free of my spell. I like that.
Demon, death is too good for you.
Come here, little boy, and show me what you got.
Yes, ma'am. Alright, so now we have a succubus boss fight. And I'll be 100% honest. I know this is like a really emotional moment for him because we get to see the beginning of the Castlevania anime where Lisa Tepes unfortunately meets her demise due to... Oops. Okay. Where are you? There you are. Okay. Oh, was that it? No, that's not her. There you are. Now, this fight honestly really isn't that hard. I know I'm taking a little bit of damage in it, but see, the fight's already over. She's not already.
Darling, I smell your blood. You're a vampire? Could it be? That strength, that beauty. You're the son of Lord Dracula.
Death in the dream world will set your soul wandering for eternity, demon.
Wait, I beg of you.
Well, that was easy. Now you're going to want to pick this item up, the gold ring. You do not want to get rid of the gold ring. You need the gold ring. There's going to be another item you get later on in the game called the silver ring. You're going to need that too. You're going to 100% need both of those if you want to get the best ending of the game. But we're going to make our way on. And now, back to what I was talking about. And I was the only person that read their copy of Wuthering Heights. And like I said, I didn't have a problem with it. The book was great. But no one else really read it. And I remember it was the day of the test on the book. And we were being tested on the entirety of the book. And the teacher, for some reason, wasn't in the room. Shocker, now that I look back at it. But everybody knew I read it. So I had to summarize the entire book for an entire class who did not do the assignment themselves. They didn't read the book. So I had to summarize literally everything in the book. And the book's, like, well, I mean, it's what I'm looking for. It's a long book, so that was a lot of summarizing, covering everything, and somehow I had a C on that test, and I was the only one that read the book. And I felt like there's no way I got a C on this. I went check, and I'm pretty sure the only reason I got a C was because of my social status. And that's when I learned about inequality. It's not true inequality, but in that case and sense, it very much was. I was not happy. Alright, so we're gonna keep making our way out. But I remember that it sticks with me, and I just wasn't happy. And I mean, my mom was all upset. She's like, "You've never struggled in English. What's going on?" And I'm like, "I don't know." But my parents, they didn't believe that it was something that wasn't my fault. It's like, "Oh no, it can't be. You're just slacking in your last year of school." No, I'm not slacking. I'm kind of getting forced out at this point. Like, it's not on me. But, you know, that unfortunately didn't work. And, I mean, maybe I could have done a little better, but honestly, I didn't think I did anything that was really that bad. And that was definitely an episode of the Twilight Zone for me, because I was passing math but failing English. I'm like, this has always been the opposite for the last 14 years of my life since I started school. It's always been pass English, fail math. Now I'm passing math, failing English. This is absolutely ridiculous. I have no idea how. Oh wow, we're powerful enough to just hit him in one hit. I love it. Let's try that again. I want to see if that'll do it twice. Yes! Oh my god, I'm doing 72 damage to things. That's awesome. Nope. I want to keep the holy water. Alright, there are a couple of things we can actually do right now, and I'm probably going to go do those things before we move on with the game. So, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to end the part here. I'm going to meet you in the next part where I want to be, where I want to be. So, I will see y'all in the next part. Thank y'all for tuning in to Let's Play Castlevania Symphony of the Night. This is EKI Butters, and I will see y'all in the next part.